Hello friends! In today's video, I'm sharing some summer decorating I've done, a few changes I've made, and a couple Facebook Marketplace finds I'm really excited about. I'm actually part of a group of ladies sharing summer decorating ideas all week long, and I'll link those on my blog. Of course, there will also be a post linked with lots of photos and details. As usual, I've used mostly things I already had and just moved them around. And y'all, these are things that you have seen many times before. I just have moved them all to different places. I really do believe you can shop your house, move things to a new place, or rotate them from room to room and get a fresh new look without buying anything. As always, I have different sets of dinnerware that I rotate in and out each season, so I get to enjoy it all instead of keeping it hidden away in a cabinet. I also am a big advocate for clipping flowers and branches, weeds and shrubbery from outside. I just love the organic and seasonal aspect of that and the fact that there is nothing to store away later in a bin. One big change that happened in the kitchen was I sold the upholstered chairs. I really missed the ladder-back chairs I had a couple years ago, and my daughter gave me some she wasn't using that just needed a fresh coat of paint. I also found a match on Marketplace for one I already had with the sweetest floral cushion that I wish I could find more of, so I ended up with a total of 7 ladder-back chairs. Another really exciting find on Marketplace was an antique bridge lamp for $40. I have been looking for one of these for about 4 years, but they are always way out of my price range. I could not believe the price for this one, so I had my husband pick it up and I got to work restoring it. I had to rewire it, then clean and prep it for paint. The original finish on this one was black, so I was really excited to get it back to its original color. I just brushed it with a stiff wire brush. Then I used the blower to make sure all the nooks and crannies were clean and there was no debris left behind. I painted it with Rust-Oleum satin protective enamel, and it actually turned out a little shinier than I hoped, but it's fine, and I may later add maybe some bronze, so it'll be fine for now. This particular lamp needs a socket that threads on the end, so I found one of those on Amazon and added a shade that had an Uno fitter at the top so that it screws onto that socket in the right place. I also embellished it with some trim I had bought years ago at a fabric remnant store here, and I just could not be more excited to have this beautiful vintage, I guess it's probably 1930s is the era of this lamp, so I'm really excited to have it in my living room in the corner with my great-grandmother's chaise lounge. I had also bought this Waverly fabric last summer and made a sink skirt and curtains for the kitchen, so I really wanted to use that this year because I love this blue floral and it just kind of ties everything that I'm using in the kitchen, especially for summertime. So there was one big change in the living room. I decided to paint over the pink with one of my favorite colors ever, an old Walmart color place color called Grand Smoky Mountain. This is a match for some boards that I found out of the old house, and I had used it on my cabinetry and woodwork about 10 years ago. I still have it in the bathrooms on the cabinetry, and it's a color I love. It's the perfect medium warm gray, and it has drama, but it's not too dark, so I could not be happier with how this turned out in my living room. Now on to the tour. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're inspired to move a few things around, try a new paint color, or bring in whatever is blooming outside. Be sure to check out the blog post for photos and links to the other ladies who are part of this tour with me as well all week long.